You guys have probably seen my work on a lot of famous celebrities, but now you can put a face to the name. My name is Elan, and I work with Gabby Elan Jewelry. The piece that put us on the map, if you will, was when Lil Uzi got a full set of 10 and 10 diamond teeth. They were all hearts and arrows, VVS. It really elevated our business from word of mouth, just whoever knows, to these guys are legit. If these guys are shopping with them, then we can go there too. The first time I seen my dad do his work, I was probably like 8 years old. I remember he had a little like workshop in the basement. He had a lot of molds. I don't know what the hell was going on. I thought he was like a full-on dentist. And then I found out he makes gold teeth, and I was like so excited as a kid. I was like, I don't know what this is. I started working with my father when I was 16. We moved to the Diamond District in 2018. That was the first time I got to like work into a set with all the customizations and all the crazy ideas behind it and all that stuff. We rode the waves until now. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this set. This was done for Erykah Badu. She got 8 tops and 6 bottoms. This is inspired by an ancient Japanese kintsugi art, which is where they would take ceramics that are broken and they would weld it back together with gold wire, so it looks more artsy than damaged. Her brand for her weed strain that she came out with is called That Badu, and she actually gave me a little baggie. This is what inspired the whole design for it. So it matches, but she still wanted that whole kintsugi kind of theme inside to make it look kind of old and like rustic, and it was perfect because she wore it for the grand opening of her weed strain event. And this set cost her about $13,000. We have Balvin set here. From all of these, this might be my favorite set. This was one of my original designs that I drew out on my own. I didn't have Balvin as a client when I thought of this set, but when I did have him as a client, I was like, yo, I have the perfect set for you. He came out with that Colores album. This was right after that, and I was like, this is just for you. I fell in love with the set, with all the colors, with all the intricate backstory to it, like how the stone cutting had to be done, and it took a lot of time and diligence, but the outcome was very worth it, and I was very pleased to see this. These cost him about $36,000. We did a set for Rihanna, actually. She wanted to wear it for her son's first birthday, where she announced his name, and it was like a whole Wu-Tang theme. She got 8 bottoms done, and on the top it just said dirt, kind of like the old Dirty Bastard iconic picture that he has that says dirty on it. So it was kind of cool to like relive that moment through Rihanna. Kim K, she got a few sets from us. She ordered a set that says Kim on it, but with individual diamonds that actually spell out Kim on it. Not like set as the shape, but each stone said K-I-M, like on its own, so it was pretty cool. I actually got that from a random Instagram ad that I saw somebody posting diamonds on. I saw he had a bunch of letters, so I was like, hey, by any chance, do you have K-I-M? He's like, is this for the K-I-M? I was like, yeah. I showed it to her, she loved it, she loved the whole idea, so I tried to make it happen right away, and it looks sick, it came out nice. Okay, now we have Pusha T set. This set was dope. He put it on the cover of his album. I think he had it also for his tour on all the t-shirts. And I actually had a client send me one of the t-shirts, so it was pretty cool to see like my own stuff on a t-shirt in the tour. He just fell in love with the whole diamond idea when he saw Pharrell's, and then he saw Pharrell's wife's. He's like, I need that, but my teeth are a little messed up. I gotta fix it around, like, you know, however, to make it perfect. So we just played around like one tooth here, one tooth there, just to make it a whole like mismatch kind of pattern. There's something about the asymmetry that really just changes everything, and I love it. I feel like it has to tie in with the teeth, how it looks so natural and not perfect symmetric like Soldier's. It just brings out his personality, his whole spirit. He's very OG and he likes to stick to that. This set cost him $50,000. And these are for Pharrell's. These were done back in 2006 with my father doing the gold, and Jacob & Co. finished all the diamond setting. We have this set also for Pharrell. This is done all in 22 karat yellow gold, which is not so popular to do because the gold is very soft and it tends to bend fast. It took a long time. This has almost 1,500 stones inside and it's just set perfectly. Pharrell paid a little over $40,000 for this set. LeBron hit us up through a friend of mine, actually. I don't really get starstruck, but with LeBron, I got a little starstruck, I'm not gonna lie. He had his whole management like send me his mold and everything. We contacted through Instagram. He requested his logo on it, like the little lion. And then he just said like, I like gold, I like purple. I said, I got you, no problem. You're LeBron, this should be pretty simple. And we did the Nike check for him as a gift because I was like, I always wanted to do this and he's the perfect guy for it. And then after that, he said, I love this set, I want to get a white gold one. He got a set all hexagon cut on the bottom, and then the tops, it was in between each tooth. We also got like baguettes that we recut into hexagons, and that one was sick. That was like a really flashy set compared to this like calm, like everyday kind of one. Then we have a set we did for DJ Mustard. This is done in white gold, all VVS hearts and arrow diamonds, and on the bottom you have some fancy intense yellows mixed in to give it a little splash. In the middle we drew a little mustard bottle because he has a big mustard chain and he wanted it to match. He paid, I think, $20,000 for the set. These are all from Marc Jacobs. These are 2 diamond teeth set in 22 karat yellow gold, hearts and arrows, VVS, best of the best. This was actually a funny story. He kept saying he wanted a chipped tooth. I was like, what do you mean you want a chipped tooth? You don't have a chipped tooth. His story was that he had a crush on some kid when he was younger who had a chipped tooth, and from then he always thought it was like just the coolest thing. So I said, okay, we're gonna cut out a little piece. We put black onyx inside so it looks like just something's missing when you're standing from a little far. I think this set for Marc Jacobs cost him about $24,000 alone, and then he paid about $8,000 for these. And then these 2 were another $2,000 each. So we have all these sets. These were done for Tokischa, including this one as well. This is a set, I don't even remember what music video she did for this, but these are all done with baguettes and then teardrop diamonds here and 1 ruby there. She has a lot of sets actually. This is her iconic little popola set, if you will. I think we all know what this is. This is a set she did for mushrooms. Honestly, I think this was my favorite that she's done from all of them. It's just so beautiful, so intricate, and it's like dainty, but not too boastful. It's just like a piece of art. She just got these done actually. She shot a video with Sexy Red, and it just says Daddy, all diamond, and that's all you see, and it looks pretty dope. This one cost $13,000. This one cost her $4,000. The mushrooms were also $4,000. The eyes were $5,000. Popola was $2,500, and these 2 teeth were $2,000 each. Honestly, I love my job. I love what I do. I love waking up every day to be able to make something so unique, so intricate, and work with the best possible clientele that I can find. I know a lot of people that don't like to go to work. I wake up every day and I'm like, wow, I can't wait to go to the office. It's just everything I could ask for and more. Thanks, GQ. This is On The Rocks, and I'm gonna see you guys back at the office.